Hi, my name is Suzanne, and here we're gonna talk about the concept of duality, which is most commonly known as Yin Yang. We're gonna go down just to a very simple approach here. It helps a lot to understand the world we are living in, which is a world of duality. So first of all, you have to know, if we really look at the Yin Yang concept, this is something that is actually very old, that is been attached to the Chinese culture. Why? Because Chinese culture is a very old, what I see as an energy transmutated process. If you want to understand more about this, please watch the video that is called "What is Energy?" The energy time map. There I talk more in details about that. We live in a world of concepts. It's a world of word. Okay, every culture has its own word, meaning, behavior, understanding, mindset. But it all comes down to the same, where everything has its opposite. So it doesn't matter if you are Jewish, French, Italian. You are human. That's the base. And human works with a belief system. A belief system is what makes you human. And it doesn't matter which one you adopt, which you can change mindset as well. That is the process of growing oneself. But how to get to the point of really grasping duality? You have to know all my teaching is based on experience, right? Otherwise I wouldn't do that, and I see a lot of value in actually sharing this, because I have understood along my way that we are all in the same dynamics, and we are all seeking such understanding, which is the foundation of wisdom. I know wisdom is not so successful nowadays, but anyway, I want to share that. Here, what we are looking at is actually, it's a classic, it's a cliche, right? Path of like, okay, how do you understand duality? When you lose, when you think you have everything, you actually have nothing. And when you have nothing, you feel you have everything. So these are opposite, right? But they take root in one another. They need one another. Nothing doesn't exist if there is not everything. Everything cannot exist if there is not nothing. So this is the word, right? You can change here. You can have white. Here you can have black. You can have good. You can have bad. You can have small. You can have huge. And so on. And every word you have is attached to such a concept. It's a natural, it's a balance of forces. One force cannot exist if there is not its opposite. And it goes on. It goes through us. We are the vector of those forces, so it goes through person. There are many experiences that can teach you that. When you have everything, or when you think, this is more like when you think you have everything. So what is your definition of everything? Is it success, money at the bank, a work, a family? But do you feel free? And when you have nothing, you have no material attachment, right? Here is in the material context. Or you have no person attachment. In this world, this is kind of considered like having nothing, right? But actually you might have everything. This both hands meets. is when you reach like top bottom, like okay, I've lost everything. I've lost my company, I've lost my family, I've lost my friends. What do I find? Well, I find connection with the whole. Then I'm like, oh, I'm actually not alone. I have access to inner knowledge because you go inside. You're not distracted by outside. While you are in the everything, you're so busy with everything, right? That you kind of lost in touch with like being in touch with the universe, and then the which is the much bigger structure, right? But I mean, once again, nothing is good, nothing is bad. It doesn't matter. You are where you are because you need to be where you are, right? So it's a part of a process, and you can go from everything to nothing. I mean, usually it goes death and birth, and death and birth is the same. And this is just a wisdom of life. Yeah.